Hi everyone, today we're back landscaping. I'm arriving early at the shop on this Monday morning. It is a little chilly out. I actually have a sweatshirt on, but it should warm up 10-15 degrees. Now it looks like several of the guys are already here getting the trucks ready to go for today's projects. We got the Cummins dually over there with a few machines here. Both the dump trucks are going out on a few job sites, and we have a mowing crew as well. So today we won't be mowing. I think I might go out with a crew later on this week, but we are going to be building a gravel pad for a customer. He just bought a brand new lake boat and he needs a parking spot for it, and that is what we're going to be building. Now, since most of the machines are going out today here, there's really not much to pick from, and the Kubota is a bit too big for the dump trailer, so we're just going to be taking the cat skid steer there, and why don't we get the truck and trailer ready to go? Since all the dump trucks are going out on projects here, we're going to be using the dump trailer like I mentioned. Not only are we going to be able to haul the skid steer to the job site, we'll be able to go pick up the gravel needed for the project without having to have it delivered here, because the local supplier charges a delivery fee, and it's just much more affordable for us and for the customer for us to get the materials ourselves here, and we could always work off our schedule as well, since the suppliers are always busy, especially as a lot of the business is up and running now for landscaping projects. Now, the only other thing we do need for today's project, other than the skid steer, is actually to be this plate compactor. So we should be able to pick this up, just slide it right into the bucket here. It is heavy, but we aren't lifting it too far here. But if you guys end up enjoying today's video, help me out by hitting the like button, and there is a full mods list link down below. This cat skid steer is actually the only skid steer that can fit inside this trailer here. It's our smallest skid steer, it's the most narrow, and it works out here for us. Luckily, we have a few small machines like this here, but I'm going to get it strapped down, and we'll be on the way to the project. It's been one busy spring here for us, which is awesome, and as we get into summer months, I think I'm going to be adding a few more workers here. I just like keeping busy here, just doing so many different types of projects. But one thing in common, guys, we do several gravel pads here, and I think it's because I do a lot of advertising, a lot of marketing for projects just like today, because I actually really do like these, and we always are helping out the customers here, because paving a driveway with asphalt or even concrete is super expensive. So a gravel pad, although they do have to pay for us to come do the work, it is much more affordable than having the asphalt crews or even concrete crews come on out here to do a little bit of concrete here. But we're here at the job site, and look at that. Wow, that is one big lake boat here. This is probably 30 plus feet. Yeah, maybe 30, 32 feet here. That is a big boat, and you can see he has a pretty sweet looking truck. This looks to be a Ram 2500 with a 6.4 liter Hemi. Oh yeah, and it's a power wagon. That is a pretty cool vehicle here, but I already stopped by here when the customer was home from work, and this is what we're going to be doing. It's just a gravel pad here for the boat. He parks the truck in the garage, so we don't have to worry about making it big enough to also fit the garage here. So you can see we're going to be coming about 15 to 20 feet off of the house here, just enough for the boat, and then we're gonna have a nice and neat angle here. So let's get the skid steer going, start digging up the grass, and we're gonna put the grass in the back, and he'll use it for some topsoil around the yard. Once we get the job all prepped here, that's when we're going to run over to a local supplier to pick up the gravel here, which is no problem. I mean, I would prefer a dump truck, but I mean, hey, getting the job done with a dump trailer is a-okay with me, and I like switching it up once in a while here, and I think you guys would like that as well here. So we got that out of the bucket. Alright, we're ready to go here now. I do want to be careful not to get the edge of the driveway here, even potentially crack it, so we do want to be pretty careful, especially if we're going to be digging down. We're going to be putting some weight on that here, but you guys can see, wow, this teeth on the bucket really help us out. It makes it a lot easier to dig up the dirt. Although this skid steer is on the smaller side, it still does the work no problem here for us, and sometimes a smaller skid steer for a small project like this is a-okay here. Now, I do prefer the track skid loaders, but we aren't really going on too much grass, and actually, it just works out here since the driveway is right there. Here, I'm just trying to get a little bit extra out here, that way we make it nice and level here. I just want to remove the topsoil, because if they do want to pave it down the road, you want to make sure it's ready to go for them. Otherwise, they have to dig up all the gravel we put down to do it right. And I always like to do it right on the first try here. So I think that's all we need. Yeah, that should be wide enough. Oh yeah, there's plenty of space here for us. So why don't we hop in the truck now and let's go get the gravel. For this project, we are going to be using 3/4 inch gravel here, just from the local landscape supplier, and we'll just pick it up here. It's only like 5 minutes from us, so that works out that we aren't driving like a half hour, which is great for us here. I try to do all my work within the same 1 or 2 towns here, have a really good customer base for lawn care and for snow removal, so that does help us on out here. Usually they have other projects and they hire us to get them done here, like landscape beds and things like that here. And we're here at the local supplier, so I'm going to go inside and pay, and we'll have them get us loaded up. Alright, we just picked up 2 tons of material here. Now, it looks like the local supplier guys ended up getting a skid steer, and I think that that might be even more efficient than the mini-wheeled loaders. I did see the other loaders working, loading up some other pickup trucks here, but wow, they did that pretty quick here. For sometimes there's a line right in the early mornings, but we came here about an hour later, so we were all set here. I always try to plan my time around that as well, since I don't really want to be sitting in a truck line of dump trucks and things like that, when we could easily be working at the job site a little bit longer, just to do the timing a little bit better here. But we're here at the job site, and I'm thinking I'm going to try to back into this area here, at least try to dump the gravel there, because the driveway is too nice. I don't really want to be unloading this here in the road, so let's give that a try. That was a tight squeeze here, but I made it work here. I actually did go up on this curb here, but the good thing is we stayed about 1.5 feet to 2 feet away from his truck. Didn't put any dents in it, didn't hit anything, which is good. And that is tricky here. We're not too much room here, but why don't we hop here in the cats and we'll get to spreading out the gravel here. We want to go about 4 inches in thickness, and then we'll run the plate compactor over it. trying to do a little bit of touch-up work right alongside the driveway, and I have a little bit alongside the house here. But other than that, guys, this gravel spreads pretty quickly here. We do these jobs quite often, so I am pretty good at doing this here. So I'm going to leave a little bit here in the buckets. Since you guys can see, we do have a little bit extra, so I'll leave this right here, and when we're done running over with the compactor, if I see any low spots, we'll definitely put that there. And the other thing really quickly that I don't think I really talked about is that I actually get out the leveler, and I do make sure that this slopes away from the house so that no water goes into the house, into foundation, into basement, anything like that. So the customer should be all set there. But you guys can see we're going to finish running the plate compactor over it. But when we do this, I actually want to see how the boat fits here. Let's leave the skid steer here for a few minutes here. I really want to see how the boat fits on the new parking pad here. I'm super excited to see how it is here. Now, the customer did say we could move it over since he was busy working from home today here, which is pretty helpful. That way we know it fits, and we don't have to come on back out here to make it a little bit bigger here, because sometimes it looks big, but when you have the boat, and this is a pretty big boat here, it might look small here, but oh yeah, plenty of room. Perfect. That is sweet. So there we have it, guys. A job well done here. I'm going to get things loaded back up and head on back to the shop. Until next time, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next one and subscribe for more.